Alright guys, welcome back. It does look like the game's going to get started pretty soon here, so I think I'll bring us in and obviously give that pre-game rundown. I've been given the authority about a minute ago that the knife round is live and probably now finished. It seems as well, if you've been reading the chat, both the teams are ready. They're just sort of waiting on the happenings or whatever. I'm not quite sure. Either way, train our third map here. Windigo 16-7 on Overpass. Very dominant showing from them. And then they were looking really good. Probably should have closed out the game on Inferno, but Winstrike come back. They've taken in overtime with a very dominant overtime as well. 4 rounds in a row. Very, very strong showing from them to come back and to keep that, again, the mental fortitude and the morale at a high level. And now we are into train, which is a bit of a classic kind of map for Windigo, at least, I feel. See how this knife round goes. I think getting the CT side could be probably the most important knife round of the few games that we've covered today. As train, aside from Nuke, is the second most CT sided map, therefore, you know, so it could be pretty important to get it. And it does look like it's probably going to end up going the way of the T side. Actually it does, as Victor picks up the final 2 there, so it's relatively important. And as you can see, the immediate switch in and Windigo starting off on the CT side, so if they're able to get on off rather to a good start, then things could be really, really good for them. Let's see though, as we get started, a bit of utility brought up for Balvina and the kit for Punisher, as well as the smoke. We do see a lot of the time the inside rush can work, but it seems like they're going to rush over towards Ivy and try and get an aggressive start here. Punisher has managed to get himself into an advanced position, but needs to be careful not to get immediately traded. Gets himself a second, in fact. Bubble now trying to hold on down the outside bomb site, as there were 2 players that flew out of Pop Dog. Bubble takes down Balvina. Victor has received a bit of a goosh. And the bomb now really doesn't know where to go. So it might just be this pistol going the way of Windigo if they play the remainder of this round correctly. Oh, nice shot in from Bubble, to be fair. And Victor pushed up in towards A main, takes down Waterfalls. So they do managed to get that pistol on the board. A little bit anticlimactic towards the end, but they take it nonetheless. Very well done from them. It will give them that strong start that they want coming into this one to close it out 2-1. Again, the mental fortitude really going to have to be strong here. You know, they took their first map dominantly. There was a point where obviously they shouldn't definitely have taken it, but very easily could have taken Inferno, but they allowed Winstrike to get back into it, and coming into train they might feel a little bit robbed, a little bit tilted, and that can allow things to break down. If they don't get off to a good start here, then, you know, they might fall apart from a communication standpoint. Early pick though bodes well for this round, and I think they might just be able to get the bomb down here on the T side, to be fair. P250 taps down Punisher. There's only 2 remaining. That nade somehow a little bit too far away to do any damage. Waterfalls, what are you doing there, mate? Just walks into the wall. I don't know. Crazy. Either way, second round on the board for Windigo. They survive with their kind of bare minimum there of 3. And now they should be up against a full eco here. I doubt they'll go for an early force buy with the bomb plant, to be fair. I'd be surprised if they do, because they'll, you know, in their gun round be able to have a bit of a stronger buy and maybe an AWP out, although it looks like they're going to go for a bit of a very, very small buy, to be fair, and try and get another bomb plant and do a bit more damage, it would seem. What are you doing, mate? Picks up one with the Zeus, but other than that, it's pretty much a bloodbath here, the CT side. Very, very dominant indeed. They only lose that one player to the Zeus of Kivic. Bit embarrassing, but I mean, it pretty much does nothing for Kivic. Like, it's $200 ultimately wasted. It's a bit of economic damage, but it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world. They've got plenty of money really going into this buy round here, and it is a bit of a bonus round for them. 2 FAMASs and the MP9. But it costs you $200. Doesn't give any kill reward. You know, so it's a bit kind of like, unless you save the gun, it's a bit pointless. But whatever. Bit of a meme. Bit of a tilter, perhaps. Opening pick here, though, for both sides comes in very quickly. I believe it was Waterfalls with the first, and then the trade by Victor. Going to work out for the T side, but it's only the MP9 player that falls, to be fair. Ship's in a very advanced position. Does need to be careful. Blocker as well pushed up quite aggressively. But he is in towards Pop Dog, so they're not going to know he's there, at least for now. But there you go. Kivic is watching for it and takes him down. And immediately into a 4-on-2 here. It's going to be a save for the remaining Windigo players. And Winstrike get the first rifle round on the board. So they do need to be careful on the CT side of things, because their opponent's obviously riding off a high, winning that first map that, again, maybe at some points they feel like they shouldn't have taken. And you allow them to get into the groove here on train as well. They could walk all over you if they get a lot of rounds. I mean, 6 rounds is genuinely considered a very good T-half. To be fair. So if they can get up to that kind of a scoreline, they might be happy. But we'll see. Paul's going to be coming in here from Bubble. They do have that money, of course, to pull out another buy here. They saved a few guns and whatnot, so I think they should be able to pull out a pretty decent buy up, and possibly get the reset on their opponents. But we'll have to see. I mean, there's not all that much you can read into that one. It was just a bit of a weak B hold that ended up costing them the round. Either way, here we go, back into the action. As shots ringing off, leaving Kivic actually on pretty low HP. So, looking good for Windigo coming into this round here. Nade doesn't do very much damage to Punisher at all, as he dodges forwards, and really Balvin are not going for the spot, so he allows that to happen. Only 6 damage done on towards Punisher, so I'm sure he's going to be okay. Not sure if they're aware of this tag onto Kivic, but maybe don't force the issue. Don't force any aggression, and the straight up 5v5 should go their way. Blocker takes down Boomich. So things looking better and better for Windigo as we get into the last few moments of this round. 45 seconds thereabouts remaining. Looking to edge their way onto B, it looks like. But they do need to be careful on the T side here. The B side maybe not quite as easy as you think. Ships in the infamous Taz position. Bubble with the AWP as well could be very hard to get past. Punisher gets Molotov down to very low HP indeed, but Bubble and Ships doing a great job of holding the site down here. Waterfalls manages to trade one back, but it's Bubble, the man of the hour, with the AWP. Picks up a second, and it's all onto Kivik. 12 HP, going to go for the bomb plant. They're going to try and deny this, and I think they should be able to as well. Ooh, only just gets away with it. But it will be a 4th round on the board nonetheless for Windigo Gaming. And they get that reset onto Winstrike. I don't think it's going to be a hard reset, but certainly the mental game again, you know, is going to be looking pretty dire for Winstrike unless they're able to overcome this. I think they should be able to buy here. Waterfall's not very much money on a personal standpoint, but he gets dropped across an AWP. Only going for the chest armor though. There's a fair few players with only chest armor on that T side. Turns these M4s into I say M4s plural, there's only one, so not the end of the world, I guess. We'll see. This is where he gets like 3 1-taps in a row or something. But who knows. Flash binds up Balvin. Also, with that AWP that he got dropped across, does manage to take down Blocker early over towards Ivy. A lot of control gain now. Bubble trying to rotate back through to pick up the pieces. Holding this angle. Boomich wants to go for the peak, but he knows he shouldn't. Flash goes on through and Bubble runs away. Kind of gives up Ivy ultimately. He's maybe not sure whether they're still there, but of course they are. Victor in towards Olof, looking to hold at that angle and maybe catch some players coming out of A main, but it's a little bit back and forth right now. No one person wants to dedicate to a push. Oh, but this could be massive. Boomich has made his way back through CT in towards B and probably going to be able to catch Ships off guard here. He will indeed. Going to take it down and open up that B bomb site right for the taking, as they had no idea he'd made his way in behind, and it will be a 5-on-3. What looks to be a retake. Make it a 4-on-3. Punisher does drop Waterfalls, and he himself is on a bit of a flank. But this is a very important kill. Bubble needs to find this one for his team, and he gets the no-scope. Makes it doable. 3-on-3 now on the retake. Kit's available. And the flank from Punisher could be huge. Gets spotted out, to be fair, by Jimka, but does not seem to care very much. Now going to rotate and look back towards the Brown Rolls. Can't quite connect the spray, but at least buying time. There's a lot of damage being done to quite a few players here. Jimka should have got away with that one, but Punisher actually takes him down. He does get traded back by Balviner, and the bomb's so far ticked. I think Bubble's just going to have to concede this one ultimately. Kivik might fall. He does indeed to the P250, but the round at least will go the way of Winstrike. And it looks like, again, we've got a very back and forth turn of affairs here at the start of this game. No one team able to come out on top and string a few in a row. Let's see how Windigo answer back to this one. Another pause coming in. They've got to be careful not to use all of these too early. But still, I do respect the decision-making right now of the Bulgarian side. One pause coming in, as it will be pretty important round. Again, they could get the reset onto their opponents here. They could be given another chance to start running away with this one, but we'll see. Easier said than done, and it is yet to happen in this game. It's been a very back and forth affair, like I said, and I know it's interesting what players are going to opt to go for. We'll have to see. Aggression over towards B early on in this round. Laying down the law of the land. Coming down ramp as well. Ship's got to try and hold it on through. He spots them out. Spots the head of the first. Connects the spray onto the second. The double spray down. Is the flash going to come through from Jimka, but it's no good. The head seen, but yet to be taken off. Ships, rather, has done a very good job so far, though. One of his teammates falls and an opponent falls, but Things looking good for the CT side here. This flank could be absolutely huge, but it gets shut down by Blocker. Very well done from the new name on this side, as that could have been devastating, and it will only be Jimka remaining. He's going to run away and save as well. Not only was that double spray down important to get them the lead in terms of man advantage, but the bomb gets dropped in such an awkward position for Winstrike to retrieve. So Windigo answer back themselves, and it will be possible eco situation for Winstrike. It depends on what they do with this. Jimka picks up another. His position is going to be known. I don't think they want to hunt this too hard, though, to be honest. And that's the AWP player, actually, that he takes down. Throws that out of the map. He does get his hands back onto his own AK. He's going a bit aggressive. Picks up another here. Not quite round over, but I think that bomb being so far away does secure it for Windigo. But again, you know, the money issue might come back to haunt them. We'll see what they opt to go with here. With having this one AK, who knows, they might go for a force buy and a B rush perhaps, or something. Looks like that is what they're going to do as well. Kivik goes straight in with the CZ. UMP bought up now. Goes across to Balvinet. A little bit of a broken buy. Okay, Waterfalls does get the armor, and Boomich is in on it as well now. So looking good. To be fair, we'll see what they got. Balvinet falls on the B site. Trying to pick up a decent weapon, but it's only a UMP, it would seem. Molotov going to cut off the T side push here. It's getting a bit ripped apart as Victor picks up 2, left on 1 HP. Bubble with the AWP manages to pick up another. He does fall in the end. Blocker takes down Balviner though, and Jimka is in this 2-on-1 situation. It's been a reasonably good force buy, but I think they wanted to take the round with it, not just do a bit of economic damage, because now Windigo are in prime position to string 2 together and start running away with this game, perhaps with this half at the very least. And there you go. He tries to take down ships, but unfortunately whiffs the shot and gets clapped himself. So it will be a 6th round on the board. Windigo now 4 ahead. Looking very, very strong indeed, as we did expect their CT side to be pretty good, not only on the map of Train, but also, you know, because they have had some good CT halves in the past. Let's see where this goes. Five Glocks and a dream. Here we go, boys. They want to get this bomb plant. That's why they're all kind of body blocking to get out on towards the site. Jimka taking the fight, then remembers he's got the bomb and is going to be able to get it down. So, oh, he doesn't. That nade denies him at the very last second. Ships, the hero of the hour, finds the final kill as well. That could be massive. That could be huge. We'll have to see. They're able to pull out a buy here, but chest armor for Balviner so that Waterfalls can get his AWP. Lacking a little bit in utility. There's only 1 Molotov. So we'll have to see. That bomb plant could have really made all the difference. You know, it would have meant a full buy here, not just a 90% strength buy. Gonna be a straight up B control play. Whether they go for the full-on rush remains to be seen, as now they drop down Hot Dog, it seems, and they're going to go breaking on through. Punisher falls. Victor, unlucky to not get that kill, takes down Kivik as he's been doing work in this round, getting 2 of his own. Waterfalls takes down Victor, though, and now we're into a 4-on-2. Kills all over the shop. Bubble falls, and it's all onto ships. An aggressive hit seems to be all that they needed. 18 HP, 11 HP, 38 HP. Who knows? Big man ships. Can he get it done? He takes down Balviner here. They're going opposite ways, though, it would seem. I believe. He's had a great game. Not going to give his position away by swapping to the AKs either. Gets himself into an advanced position. Here's the movement from the T side. Boomic just got this bomb. Oh, if he gets him behind and drops him early, you know. Certainly doable, but unfortunately Boomic starts running and Ships is not going to give his position away yet. Waterfall's holding behind with the AWP. Could get caught off. They're in advanced positions in towards CT. Let's see where this goes. Waterfalls. It's holding this angle so very close indeed, but I think Ships with that bomb going down and having not picked up any initial kills is just going to go for the save. And one thing to consider here, he's not going to have the information that we have. The fact that they're all so low. But we'll see. He takes down the AWP player and now feels like going for it. Molotov in towards Heaven. Reveals Boomic's position, but the bomb's so far ticked. I think he just wanted the AWP. Might be able to get away and save it here, but we'll have to see. 10-second timer pops, and now he will have to go for that save. Got to be careful of this flank coming in from Jimka, though, if he wants to save the AWP. Oh, they go opposite ways. Jimka going to go back. EP can actually manage to pick up the kill as Ships misses the bomb. Maybe his screen a little bit shaky there from the... misses the shot, rather, because of the bomb is my thought process, lads, alright? Like I say, tired boy right here. Either way, round number 11, Winstrike have finally gotten one back on the board. After a string of 3 from Windigo. Let's see if they're able to win a round back, get the reset back in. Buy is not the best, but it's doable. All depends on how they play it on either side, to be fair. Blocker takes down Boomic. Punisher, ooh, I think he got spotted out. Gets a bit of damage through the metal grating. Now into a 5-on-4. This Punisher wants to stay aggressive here. And ooh, taking even more damage, left down to 18 HP. Maybe now he drops away, but he's not going to give it up. Punisher. The balls of steel staying in this position here. Drop down, but he's not able to find the kill. Does find the dink onto Jimka, but it's not quite enough. We'll see though. 4-on-4. As it's still looking kind of dire for the T side. Yes, they get that kill in towards Pop Dog, but it gives them very little control, really. They're still unsure of where they want to go. Only 30 seconds remaining. Looks like it is going to be a little bit of a questionable hit. Out towards A, though, through A main and through Pop Dog position. Up on the train here, Blocker has a very key position, concedes it, and does manage to take down Punisher, but only because he was on 4 HP. And now it's all on towards Ships. With the bomb going down, he's going to drop down towards Pop Dog. Gets seen here, though, walking down, and unfortunately the timing does not work out in his favour. So a 4th round on the board, Winstrike get 2 in a row. They avoid the reset. And they will manage to buy themselves a little bit more time. Full on eco coming in from the CT side, so it should be a 5th round on the board for Winstrike. Really, Windigo don't want to allow them to get any more rounds than this. 6. Definitely possible, to be fair, but it's difficult. Very quick round indeed. Let's see where it goes. Full buy coming in. Glass cannon AWP from Bubble. And a FAMAS in the hands of Punisher. Still not the strongest of buys, but they've kind of got to go for it. Who knows? Winstrike have been looking pretty good in these past few rounds, but then Windigo have been looking good for the majority of the game. Now that the pressure is on, maybe they will answer the call. Slow start to the round yet again. No one wants to be that one player to make the mistake when the stakes are this high. Round number 13. As it looks very dangerous for both sides. Very slow round. They're stacking 4 players over towards Ivy though on the T side. It looks like that might be where they opt to send most of their pressure. There's no one watching it for the CT side directly, so walking up, very good idea indeed, to be fair. Surely they've got to be aware of this. Flash goes down, doesn't line up anyone, but Blocker's got work to do. His teammates fall though, as does he to Kivik. Brought into a 3-on-3 now. And towards Olof, Victor got a pretty influential position if he's able to creep through the trains, as players often do. Bubble misses the shot, almost goes down, he misses another. Victor is doing work though, he gets taken down by Kivik. Nice shot in from Bubble around the smoke, brings it into a 2-on-1, as Jimka, the only one remaining for the T side, and cannot get it done. He will fall, so an 8th round secured by Windigo, and a very important round indeed. They would have had their economy absolutely demolished. It is still not in the best of positions, to be fair. I think that's why this pause is coming in. But it is still doable for them to hit that 10-round mark. Winstrike spending all their money into this round. If they lose this one, it will be a very weak buy, most likely in the final round of the half. Going to be a double AWP setup though, it seems, for Windigo, and then 3 FAMASs. So these AWPs are probably going to have to go huge. There's a lot of utility on those FAMAS players though. So we'll see, it's going to be an interesting one. Weaker weaponry, but strong utility. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Winstrike have got a very strong buy indeed. This is where they are comfortable, certainly. I think 9-6 is a very good prediction, so to be fair, I can kind of see it going that way as well. But we'll have to see. Bit of an exchange at B there. Looking very nice indeed. He goes down, does a little bit of damage on towards Punisher. Fully spotted him out. But enough to assume there's someone there. There has been, you know, very, very often. Again, a lot of downtime. Winstrike really taking their time and trying to catch someone off, getting aggressive, but no one from that CT side is biting at all. To be honest, Boomich makes his way in towards Old Bomb. Meanwhile, Bubble has dropped one with a door. Falls, though, as he's so close to these AKs. Position of Punisher, though, a bit of an off angle. He needs to go huge as his teammates are falling all around him. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to, though. He turns around at the wrong moment, and they just stab him straight in the back. And now it's going to be all on to Blocker in this penultimate round of the half, and he can't get it done. Boomich will take him down. That's going to be the hard reset onto the CT side. As you can see, the economy very weak indeed as we get into the final round of this half. So it might just be an 8-7, who knows. But stranger things have happened. We've seen these force buys work very effectively in the past. Perhaps they can do so yet again here on the Bulgarian side. How am I today? Well, I started casting at 4 o'clock for 2 best of 3s, and it's been a very long day indeed. I do like casting CS, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't do it, but there's been a lot of delays and a very long overtime in the first best of 3, so it's been a bit of a long haul, but it's kind of why we're here. Very good Counter-Strike, at least within this series. It's been really, really good. And that was a very clean round from Winstrike, as there was no hope at all, really, for Windigo in that round. 8-7 in the end. They do take the 1 round advantage going into the second half, but like I mentioned earlier on, generally expect Train to be a bit more of a CT-sided affair. And it has not shaped up to be so. Windigo a little bit disappointing towards the end of that first half. What do you reckon, boys? Is it going to be Deji or Jake Paul? Who's winning? Who's winning that game? That fight? What do you reckon? Either way, into the pistol here in the second half. Let's see what the CT side of Winstrike has got. If it can be a little bit stronger than the Windigo Gaming side. They're going to go straight in for the rush down Ivy. The rotation's going to be coming in. Punisher, though, stops that kind of back flank from coming in. Balviner picks up 3 here. Shame that we're missing these on the auto director. He will eventually fall and brought into a 2-on-1 now. Punisher gets tagged down to 23 HP and Waterfalls finds him in the end. So they get the pistol on the board. Winstrike have been pretty nice on the pistols. Windigo Gaming with the kind of no respects rush. Just make things easy for Balviner ultimately as he gets 1, 2, and 3. That's been the biggest. You asked me how my day has been. It's been a very long day, and the auto director has been terrible. I don't know. Someone said the other day that like you can change the server settings for it or something so it concentrates more on kills. I really don't know because I've never adminned an event, but I'm not sure. Punisher and Victor opening up here very early on indeed. Victor gets another one from the A main position. They've got to be careful here on the CT side. 4-on-2. Needs Kimmich to go huge and he gets taken down as Punisher had retrieved an M4 and now all onto Jimko. A very fast round indeed, but Windigo look to get themselves a 9th on the board after winning the subsequent force bite. Winstrike just very unprepared for yet another Ivy rush. Is Jemka going to be able to survive though? That's the real question. Who knows, boyos? Oh, Aquaman movie? No way, bro. No way, bro. Alright, here we go. What are Winstrike going to do now? They're going to go for the force, of course. Fat Rhymes coming on through, as it will be a UMP. If you upgrade a pistol. An MP7. I mean, who knows? The Scout, if he's able to tag some players up, could be the difference maker. Oh. Nade lineup unsuccessful from Boomich. As they are floating around each other, very close to each other indeed. Boomich holding it on down. Oh, he's going to push straight up. He catches them with nades out, but being on the stairs, his accuracy is terrible. The Molotov pushes him back. It shouldn't reach him in the corner, to be fair. But at least trades a little bit of damage back for the TC. TC? What? T-side. I'm losing my mind, bros. You know? When you cast for this long, not having like a break and a kind of moment to catch your composure, you end up just saying really random stuff. Waterfalls scouted down, but he manages to land one back onto ships. Actually finds the kill as well. So looking a little bit dicey. Punisher does take down Waterfalls. And now the flank is going to be coming in. They've got to act quickly here on the T side. 2 quick kills coming on through, but a 3-on-2 in favour of the T side. They're ready for the flank. I think they must have heard it. Victor as well, not prepared for this second. Jimka does take him down, and he has an opportunity. Low HP players across the board for this T side, but they're in position to trade each other. And Windigo get the 10th on the board. It is hard fought, and he survived with 1. But being on the T side, they'll be okay with that. And now they've got an opportunity to pick up another here, maybe another 2. But the economy of Winstrike not going to be able to get rolling early on, as you would expect. Victor takes down Kivik early on. Blocker picks a waterpool, ships with his Mach 10, earning a bit of money as well. Should be an easy surefire round to Jimka trying to play the long range angle with the P250, but doesn't look like it's working out. Bomb goes down, and Boomich the only one remaining. What's the plan, Boomy? Got Zeus, mate. What are you going for here? Oh, here's Victor. Can he take him down? Victor knows he's there. The Zeus, it misses. Oh, Victor finds his head. And the 11th round for Windigo. What's the plan, lads? What are we doing? Where are we going? Take me to the promised land. What is this caster? Whoa, Andre. Fam. Alright. Fine. Straight up 5-on-5, Windigo with the Scout and 2 Mach 10s. Not really ideal weaponry, but a bit of a bonus round from them. Looks like it's going to be a B hit working their way in towards the site. Ships and Victor pick up 2 very early kills and bring us into a 5-on-3. And the immediate save from Winstrike, they don't even want to chance it. Waterfalls doesn't have an opportunity to go ahead with the AWP. Boomich as well with the M4. Obviously going to be looking to save that one, but a very dominant B rush coming in from Windigo, and that is certainly going to be a kick in the teeth for Windigo. Things not looking too good. Waterfalls does manage to take down Victor, but there's so many players converging on their position. Boomich falls after picking up 1, and now they're going to go hunting for this AWP especially. Nice flash is going to push Waterfalls into a very awkward position. Alviner trying to keep his teammate alive. He does so very well indeed as he picks up 2 there with the Famous. And they will get the 12th round on the board, but denied that AWP steal away. And now they'll just go for a bit of a quasi-buy, other than those 2 saving players. The AWP, though, we saw Ships had that beautiful round with the AWP to secure a round like this, very similar to this for Windigo. Let's see, though, making their way in towards the inside bomb site. Waterfalls picks up the first, but immediately traded on back. There's been a fair few kills traded all over the shop. Another one comes in for Jimka, but he gets taken down immediately. It's all on to Boomich and a 1-on-3. There's the bomb plant. It looks like it's going to come in. Trying to deny it is Boomich. Connects the double spray down. Not quite able to get the third, though, as Victor will shut him out. Low HP, an easy pickup, but holy moly, a little bit dicey there towards the end of that round. But Windigo up to a 13th, and it is looking very difficult, I think, for Winstrike to get back into this one, as Windigo have now just started turning the tides. to be honest. But we'll see. Double up setup coming out. Kivik's had some kind of nice rounds with it, but mainly waterfalls, obviously, for the Winstrike side. But I think this might just be one of their final buys if they end up losing this round. Do really need to be careful. A lot of utility usage over towards A. They're going to go rushing out as well. And the CT is going to have to hold this one on down. Waterfalls as yet to be called upon. I think they've all crossed through this angle, to be honest. Bomb going to go down as Boomich has picked up the first kill for this round. Punisher, though, trades one back. Trying to find even more. Waterfalls with the AWP finally does chime in. And it's brought into a 4-on-3 retake. Make it a 4-on-2. The bomb is planted for the player in towards Popdog, Victor, and Blocker in pretty good positions, actually, for this bomb. So it's definitely doable. Victor drops one of those full HP players in Jimker, but now he's the only one remaining to try and pull his team through to an early victory. Hiding at E-Box. Waterfalls knows his position. He picks up one. He spots them creeping on around. Waterfalls takes him down. The 10-second timer has popped. They do get on the bomb, but is there enough time? I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Oh, so very close. Kivik does manage to get it in the end. It will be a 9th round for Winstrike. That one was very close to the wire indeed, but they'll have a decent enough buy here, as will Windigo. And if they get the reset in, then it definitely is going to be curtains for Winstrike. But we shall have to see. AWP out for ships this time. He does very much like to jump on it sometimes. It is Bubble that seems to be the main AWPer, but like I said a couple rounds ago, he had some very nice showings with it on Inferno. Going to be an execute going out towards A, but it is in fact a B here. It's all a fake, boys. It's all a trap, but they aren't fighting, to be honest. Nice flashbangs in. Simple utility usage from Windigo to allow them in, but Boomich coming in from behind. He picks up two with his MP9. Balviner as well has managed to get one. Victor trades it back. It might not be enough, though, as he gets dropped by the AWP in the back. And Winstrike maybe looking to mount another comeback here. Bubble. He's out here on the flank, on the lurk, and they're going to be ready for this. To be fair, Jimker got to find this kill quickly, though. He falls, and Bubble given a little bit of an opportunity. Up against two AWPs, one missed shot could spell the end, but Waterfalls, of course, is able to connect it. Brings a 10th round onto the board for Winstrike. Pause in from Windigo. This is something I've really respected from them, to be fair. They've used their pauses brilliantly. If Bubble is that solid in-game leader, as a lot of people have been saying in the chat this evening, then he's been doing a fantastic job at, you know, even if they don't talk about too much in terms of strategy, it just slows down the momentum of their opponents and pulls things back to reality. You know, give them a little bit of a talking to. Tell the guys that this is their game. They just need to get their heads back in it. Certainly, though, it has been a great series. It's one of the things about the previous series. We had a very long first game, 25-21 overtime in favour of EPG, but then it was 16-7, and then it was 16-5. You know, it wasn't very great Counter-Strike. Our first game here was 16-7, but since then, it's been very competitive indeed. Opening picks, Boomich takes down Punisher. Bubble immediately trades him as he jumped up through Popdog for the backstab. Double up setup still, but an MP7 for Balviner, an M4 for Jimker. Let's see where it goes. In the infamous Taz position here on train, drops back towards the oil tanker, and it does cost him his life. Victor as well finds Kivik. Waterfalls gets one, but immediately traded by ships, and Balviner the only one remaining now in a 1-on-3. I do miss those days, you know. Taz, the B-site anchor, they could leave him there all by himself and you get a triple spray down. The glory days of Virtus Pro. I really did like watching that team. And now, well, Feels bad. Either way, a 14th round on the board for Windigo. Looking really good for them to close this one out. They get that round on the board after the pause. As you may have spotted in the chat, they've got one more left as well to use if they so choose. Winstrike maybe might want to do the same. Pull out a pause in a situation like this. We'll see. They've not been using too many of their pauses across this series though. Ah, there we go. Waterfalls, he knows. Tactical pause coming in. Minecraft Meister 33. Nice. Looks like they are going to go for a buy here on the Winstrike side of things. Maybe talk about some kind of calculated aggression they could pull out of their back pocket. Just to catch one more round. Get the reset in onto their opponents. Have fun, Ship says. Who knows, it might be fun for the boys of Windigo, but Winstrike might just be the end, at least in this series. They will kind of go through to the lower bracket, so to speak. Playing off against EPG, I do believe. Been saying this all day, it could be completely wrong, but I would have thought the first game I covered was the elimination game. This is the winner's game. So it's kind of, you know, the winner and the loser of those respective games, you would have thought. Either way, Bubble, Victor, picking up 3 kills very quickly indeed. That pause not doing anything for Winstrike. They are absolutely shut out of this round, shut out of the A site. And it will be match point for Windigo most likely, bar some kind of a hero play from Boomich or Jimka, or a combination of the two. I'm not so sure. Not really believing yet. And they're going to go for the save. So they do not believe either. And that's okay. Five rounds in a row is what Winstrike require. You got 5 rounds pretty much in a row on Inferno. They are no strangers to the overtime beast and the path that you have to climb to get there, but their economy, man. They were on the T side last time as well. Another pause going to be coming in. Appreciate the support, my dudes. But yeah, we'll have to see where this pause takes them. The last one was very unsuccessful indeed. They've got even less money now. What are they going to do? Victor having the game of his life. 27 to 15. Very nicely done indeed. Blocker, the hero of Inferno, although they did lose the map. Now only on 11 kills, so... not the best, but his team perhaps don't need him. Playing a bit more of a supportive role on this map, at least. Terrible buy from Winstrike, but they have done better with worse. In situations just as high octane and as high pressure as this one. Look at that nade damage, though, coming in. Boomich does manage to trade one back. Waterfalls as well as they're on the outside bomb site. He does eventually fall. Boomich gets another back, so he's picked up 2 for the round. It is into a 2-on-2, and the bomb down here for the CT side in their favour. Flashbang not doing all that much, really covering up sound, but it is this backstab from Punisher that could be massive. Bubble going to try and get a bit aggressive. He's apprehensive of the pop dog position. Oh, if he goes for the peek now, doesn't catch Jimka off guard though. But he's just really buying time, I think, for this flank coming in. Maybe now they're a little bit savvy to it, as they've not spotted out either of the players for quite some time. They just want to take things slowly. They themselves are rotating back around towards the back holes. Things are looking a little bit dire as that bomb goes down. They don't deny it. Punisher as well, his position completely unknown. Could get the backstab. They both line up for him. He finds the first, not quite the second. But Boomich going to be left on 3 HP. This would be the hero play of the century. Flash goes on through, but he's not going to spot anyone out. And Punisher will take him down on the repeat. It's 16 to 10 in the end. It looked slightly doable there towards the middle for the Winstrike guys, the ex-QBF guys, but unfortunately, in the end, not quite good enough. They weren't able to take it. A hard-fought battle on Inferno, all in vain. Perhaps if they'd have had a stronger showing on Overpass, might well have been able to take it. Perhaps if their CT side had been a little bit better, might have been able to take it. But very well done from Windigo. They will be going through to the next stage. And I believe, like I say, Winstrike will be playing off against EPG. But we'll have to see. I think Winstrike had a very good showing there, but there are some kinks that need ironing out. Their T sides pretty decent. Their CT sides, though, seem very weak. Maybe that's the coordination, the rotational play. The economic management was not ideal either in a lot of situations. You know, a few forces where maybe they could have ecoed one out and it would pay dividends, or, you know, players spending a little bit too much. But then Windigo had those same issues. It's why they lost Inferno, really. But there were just a fair few rounds there. I think that Winstrike, they got caught off guard. You know, Windigo are a side, and they should kind of look into this and maybe recognise this now, looking back over the VODs. Windigo are a side that play a very let's say FU style of Counter-Strike. You know, very, very in your face. They play like they just don't really care whether they win or lose. Obviously they do, but the way that they play is not like that. And it really, you know, shows, and it really can get in your head and annoy you because they're playing like idiots, you think, but it's working for them. And it has a very dire effect on your morale as a team and your own kind of personal confidence if you keep getting one-tapped by a guy who's just running straight at you with an AK or whatever. It can be very, very hard to deal with and overcome that. But I believe that they could. Given a bit of time, Winstrike, maybe if they change a few of the players in the roster, communicate a little bit more about roles and things, find someone who's a bit of a stronger, dedicated AWPer, they could possibly change things up and improve to a much higher level that they currently are at. But nonetheless, it has been an absolutely fabulous day of Counter-Strike. A little bit of a messy first series, but that second series was neck and neck. It was gripping, edge of your seat kind of stuff for a fair few hours there. Very exciting indeed, and I think that's why we watch and why I cast Counter-Strike, certainly. It has been a fabulous few hours, definitely, but a really good day overall. And I want to thank you all if you've been here, you know, dipping in and out and checking scores. And if you've been here from the start, then holy moly, huge thank you. But yes, if you've been here for any period of time, but if you've been active in the chat as well, that's always good to see, and the support and all that kind of stuff, and just chatting and, you know, talking over other events that are going on at the moment. It's always good fun, and it really adds to the atmosphere, and it makes these long days of coming up for 8 hours now very, very enjoyable indeed. But that is going to be it from myself, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. My name is Scriv, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.